Hello and welcome back to my channel. Now, I know some of y'all may be like, now girl, where the hell have you been? Life has been lifing, okay? I often say that I feel like I have 4 babies between my podcast, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and all of them have separate needs. So I just needed to take a little bit of a break. We have a lot going on in life right now. We're getting ready to move. But I wanted to hop back on here and give you guys a weekly roundup because obviously I've been absent and I have a lot of stuff that I want to cover. I prevented myself from cussing there. I hope you're proud of me. First thing up that I want to talk about is, unfortunately, Keke Palmer has been made a victim to domestic violence by her baby daddy. It's all unfortunate. It really is. She was granted full custody and a restraining order. Now, from what I understand, the restraining order is temporary until the hearing, and I feel like hopefully she'll have no problem, getting it to be permanent, because the images that came out are disturbing. I feel like they should all have trigger warnings on them, and I know that they're public record, and I know that it's a public record, anybody can look them up and see. That doesn't mean that you should share them. It doesn't feel right about sharing them, but of course these blogs are going to blog, and they have, and it's unfortunate. If you don't know, her baby daddy is the brother of Dro from Insecure. His name is Serranis. Listen, I remember people by the characters that they play, and I have not seen him in anything else after Insecure. I've seen him in nothing else. He has a child with the woman who played Tasha. Her name is Dominique. I actually follow her on socials, and because she's in rap shit now. Oh, the strike is over also, so we can talk about TV again. The strike is over. We can talk about TVs and movies. But they have a child together. It was unbeknownst to me that they had drama, and apparently there was some domestic violence, and allegedly was some domestic violence in their relationship. Just because, again, I didn't pay any attention to him after Insecure. I didn't know that he had issues on Insecure on the set, and that apparently he was let go, but a lot of people have been telling me. Now, you know that this is bad because Keke Palmer's mom got on the internet after Dro Serranis immediately posted something to Twitter. I don't understand why the actual hell both Keke Palmer's baby daddy and his brother just run to Twitter immediately. It is very weird. Very weird. Because her baby daddy posted some weird shit on Twitter as all of this was unfolding. Ugh, makes my stomach turn. But Serranis posted, something like most vile, evil, blah, blah, human being. It's kind of unclear. Some people said he was talking about his brother, and some people said he was talking about Keke. Now, sir, if you were talking about Keke, I don't know who him or his brother think he is. But he quickly deleted it because, evidence. But Keke Palmer's mother said, not too much. I called you. And I told you over a year ago that this was happening. And apparently what Dro had to say for himself was, oh, I used to be like that. He'll grow out of it. And then I saw that he left a comment and was like, everybody just pray for the babies. Baby, we were praying for the babies regardless. We don't need you to tell us to pray for the babies. You need to pray for you. Go get some help. Who raised y'all? Okay? Actually, I don't want to know. I don't think I want to know. And then it came to light. Well, not came to light, but, well, yeah, I guess we could say it came to light. That him and Dominique are having some issues when it comes to custody. So from what I read, Dominique has, pretty much custody of the baby and is the primary caregiver. And she resides in Texas and in LA. Well, rent is high. I should know, okay? She said it was, she resides in Texas full time. It was not really within her budget to keep renting the place in California and in Texas, so she got rid of the California place and planned to reside in Texas full time, and when she's not working. Now, her and the baby have been back and forth to Texas. This is not news to Dro. However, when she decided to, the permanent residence would be in Texas, he filed papers for full custody or physical custody. I'm sorry, physical custody. Sir. Trying to understand something. If the baby has remained with its mother physically, how are you now going to have physical custody? Because according to Dominique, she has never denied him access to his child, and he has been kind of just seeing his child when it is convenient for him. So, i.e., not all the time. But now you want physical custody? How do we figure that? How do we figure that one? And then all this carrying on you and your brother are doing on Twitter? You think, okay. And you know what sounded feasible to me is if you would like her, if you were fine with the split Texas and California situation, are you willing to help her financially in California? Because I don't know, that's the mother of your child. She has your child full time. So if you want to keep the split situation of Texas and California, why don't you shell out some money? Oh, wait. We need to be booking jobs for that. And all of this carrying on Twitter, it's not going to help you book any jobs. Apparently, he's wildly unprofessional on set, too. Now, she said, I did read that she had said that he is, I guess, busier than her. I've seen more of her. I haven't seen Dro since Insecure. So, who knows? We know how Hollywood works, you know. So I get what she's saying. But to be holding up, you know, and kind of keeping her from going to Texas where not only one, she feels comfortable, she can afford more for your child. More, okay? And afford to live. What again, it makes me so incredibly angry, these men. Okay, now I want to get into some shows because there is so much mess going into all of the shows that we watch. First up, Selling Sunset. I watched the entire season. I think it was a good season, honestly, truly. I didn't think about Christine once. And I know Christine fans are going to be up in arms. Christine has moved on. The show has moved on. I think we're fine. Okay, I think it'll be okay. But it is a fucking mess. Now, if you follow me on other socials, you know my recap of the season. And I just want to touch on the whole Chelsea, Cassandra, Brie of it all. I want to make something so very clear. Ultimately, multiple things have to be, can be true and are true at a time. Chelsea is absolutely messy. I think that Brie is using Chelsea's Chelsea's attitude in general towards her last year as leverage, and as in trying to keep the feud up. When it comes to what Chelsea apologized for, which was talking about her family last year, moving forward, Chelsea has not done that. I think it is true that Chelsea got a whiff that there may be a little bit of tension between Cassandra and Brie, but honestly, truly, she didn't get that from Cassandra. She got it from Brie. Because Cassandra went up to Brie and was like, oh, hi, we're friends, da-da-da. And Brie's attitude towards her was stank. Now, a lot of people have been digging up the receipts. Brie tried to tell us that she didn't know Cassandra, okay? Debunked. Because I think it was from 2021, they found a picture of Cassandra on Instagram where Brie's Instagram account, and I'll get into that in a second, commented and liked the photo. Brie has come back and said that it was her social media team. Okay, let's placate and say it was her social media team. I have run social media accounts for, others before, brands, restaurants, mind you, and that they go on your phone. Totally understand that. And I absolutely have accidentally liked something that's meant for me personally on a establishment's account. When I realized that I did that, I said, oh shit, that's not on my account. It was something bad, obviously, but I was like, oh, that was not on my account. That was on the, place's account. And mind you, social media is not my job. Well, running other people's social media accounts is not my full-time job. Running my social media is part of my job. But anyways, okay, let's say it was your social media team, Brie. Then your social media team knew her. There's still 2 degrees of separation between them. She does know the girl. She is better off saying, I just don't like her. I don't know what it is with Brie, why it doesn't click to her that she gets so frazzled when people of her past come back onto this show, or come onto this show, and she is faced with them again. That is my point. I don't deny that Chelsea is, petty. I think that Chelsea and Brie both had a lot more to say behind each other's backs than to each other's faces, because to reference when Brie went to Jason and asked for the 90-10 split, she mentioned that Chelsea was trying to sabotage her. Chelsea is not trying to sabotage her whatsoever. And because mind you, this is your boss. You're talking to him about real estate. What has Chelsea done to try and sabotage you selling a home? Baby, she hasn't gotten in the way of you selling a home. You have gotten in the way of you selling a home. You have. Sir, make it make sense. Okay? She's just throwing that in there. And whether it's, and because I do think production has a hand in this, whether it's production trying to mess with her, I don't think Cassandra's going to be a part of the show. However, Brie has also said that apparently Cassandra said something at that party at the opening of the new office that Netflix could not air. Okay? I have to wait and see, for the reunion to see how that plays out, if it's brought up, if they mention what was said. I wasn't there, so I'm not going to negate that. Okay? At the same time, this is where the multiple things can be true. Cassandra might have said something to her that was absolutely disgusting that couldn't be aired, and it's about her family. That doesn't change the fact that Chelsea is claiming to not know this person, and she does know her. She does know her. That has literally been debunked. It is not changing the fact that Brie is seemingly running from something when it comes to Cassandra. Okay? Chelsea is over here being messy because that's her job. And what I'm not going to do is act like I want to see everybody kumbaya. She's a reality TV star. She gave mess. She probably got a raise from it because she brought a lot of shit to the table this season. And that's that. I'm just like, I feel like people think that just because they don't like Chelsea, they have to be Team Brie. And I just think that's so ridiculous because there are holes in Brie's story. There are holes in Brie's story. And for Brie to say, I'm just not a friendly person, I think you are. I think you don't like, it's fine. Chelsea had, rubbed you the wrong way. Absolutely. At first. And then Cassandra, there's a history there. You just don't like her. I would have had way more respect for Brie if she was like, Cassandra, you know that I haven't talked to you in so long. It's so weird for you to be coming into my face like this. Or just say, like, I don't fuck with you. You know what? We don't fuck with each other. But Brie's trying to show this line. It's like, I don't know her. But she does. She does know her, okay? And that's what's making people be like, well, Brie, what's going on? Okay? And if Brie's trying to run from something from her past, she's, ashamed of something she did, I completely understand that. I would have so much more respect for her if she was just like, we all did things to get by. I was a hustler back in the day, and I'm just not proud of that. I have a child now. It's not what I want to perpetuate. I get that. But own your shit. Stop acting like you don't know this girl, because then we're continuing the story. Okay, last thing we're going to touch on, the mess coming out of Salt Lake City. I want to be so clear. I love this season of Salt Lake City so far. It is given so much more than any other season of Salt Lake City has. But what I am absolutely not about to fuck with is the cast trying to ice out Monica. So, what we have learned is that Monica and Heather are suing each other. Okay, I think Beauty Lab and Laser sued Monica first because she had a $2,000 unpaid tab. Monica countersued because she says she has that unpaid bill because they messed up her injections and she had to go get them fixed somewhere else. Apparently, Beauty Lab and Laser kind of admitted to botching her injections and offered to fix botched injections, and she said no. And in turn, she was like, I'm not paying for work that you guys messed up. I have only gotten a lip flip in my life, and I paid for it right then and there, in full, done. So, I don't know how many injections she was getting. I don't know. I don't know what Beauty Lab and Laser's setup is. I do find it weird that in what I read, it said that has caused Beauty Lab and Laser to lose a substantial amount of money. Well, my thing is, Beauty Lab and Laser opened a second location. Per Heather, Beauty Lab and Laser is doing amazing. Doing amazing, but Monica not paying her $2,000 bill has caused Beauty Lab and Laser to lose out on a lot of money. Which one is it, right? And when it comes to the botched injections, of course, a lot of fans don't like Monica because she has their faves rattled. I do find it weird that people are like coming and marching to the forces for Beauty Lab and Laser when just last year people were trying to kind of accuse Beauty Lab and Laser of the actual thing that Monica has accused them of, which is bad injections, because people were saying that that's what happened to Heather's eye. Now, I don't know. We don't know. None of us know what happened to that goddamn eye. And I don't want to open up that Pandora's box again. I just find it weird from the fandom that they keep switching the narrative on, and what side they're on, because everybody's got to choose a side these days, because they simply don't like Monica. It is clear that a lot of the fans and some of the housewives on Salt Lake City think that Monica is undeserving to be there. And I think that they're using that to ice her out. One thing I never, ever, ever am going to agree with is housewives trying to ice another housewife out. We saw it plain and simple during that fight, which was an amazing housewife fight between Angie and Monica at the sound bath. Or I'm sorry, not Angie and Monica, Lisa and Monica, when Angie was in the middle. Lisa Barlow is so rattled. We have never, ever, ever seen her like that before. Even when she had the hot mic moment, she threw it off. Like, Lisa has always been somebody who comes off very calculated to me. Like, she is always aware that there is a camera in the room and she is always performing. Like Mary Cosby said, or like Mary Cosby, when she asked her, do you ever, stop? She goes, nope, I'm on play all the time. She is performing all the time. You could tell she was unraveling at that argument with Monica because she simply does not like her. And at the end of the day, Lisa doesn't have to like Monica, but she's employed on this show. I'm going to tell you what's probably going to happen unless they've had some sort of fallout. It's going to take Angie K and Whitney Rose to try and to have to like be Monica's lifeline. They're going to have to make them to bring her back around because that's my other thing. Like, what the fuck does the cast actually think that they're doing? Because they can't say, oh, let's take a stand and not film with Monica and think that she's not going to get it. Like, they're all going to, work. We see what's working, and that's Monica. When it comes to people saying like, oh, she was with Jen Shaw, she was friends with Jen Shaw. All of them were friends with Jen Shaw. Angie worked for Jen Shaw and was close with her. Heather was a ride or die for Jen Shaw. Lisa was friends with Jen Shaw. They were all friends with her. So we're going to lump everybody into that, right? Another thing is people kind of trying to assume that, she is a bad mother because they don't like her. That's one thing I don't fuck with. Okay? You don't have to like this lady on Housewives, but insinuating that she's a bad mom is actually too goddamn far. Absolutely too far. There's also been rumors in the Bravo Mill that apparently Angie stole Lisa's $60,000 ring. I mean, the fandom is just out of control. And if you ask me personally, this is kind of what makes this shit not fun. Accusing that woman of stealing a ring that Lisa Barlow lost, like Lisa said she heard it hit the floor. Okay? And then it was gone. You're in a public airport bathroom. The possibilities are endless of what could have happened to that ring, but for people to be throwing out there that Monica possibly took it now, I think it's too far. You don't have any evidence to support that. It's too much. Okay? It's absolutely too much. I just think that people are so up in arms because Salt Lake City is finally good again, but they need to realize that it's good because Monica has joined the cast. She's not, I mean, I am so interested to see what comes out of this woman's mouth. I really am, because she is not afraid to put her shit out there, light her shit on fire, and light everybody else's as well. And that is why people are so fucking shook about her right now. Ugh. Okay, that's gonna wrap up everything that we have for today. Of course, I will be back with other weekly roundups in the weeks to come. Mind you, I am gonna be moving soon, so we might miss a week here and there, but I promise I will keep the videos coming. Y'all know where to find me any other place. If you don't, of course, just look in any of the after titles. And then, of course, please don't forget to subscribe and comment. Bye.